Shout out to your honor pulling up. Said first too. That's how you know he fucking content. Ain't heard that in a minute. Get this music down, man. All this West Coast music in here, man. Cut that I like it. I like the tune. Yeah, fade that out. Yeah. Shout out to the people that's gonna be pulling up. I see a few names in here. Let me see. If you in here, show some love in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Nico, voice of the West, is here. We're gonna get into our topics. Be in and out, man. We ain't gonna take up all of y'all time. What up, Goose in the building, Utah? I just be realizing how nasty that haircut is that you have. I've just paid attention. Disgusting. What you used to be a graffiti. Used to be a graffiti kid in the a graffiti kid in the 90s or something. What type of haircut is that? You was on Beach Street? You was crush grooving or something? Who haircut is that? That's crazy. I don't even know what to say on your. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's new. And what up, though? What up, though? Everybody pulling up. He said that's when I was young. Mama Ward in the building, as always. Mama Ward might be a little mad at me today. We're gonna see. Shout out to Soul Dad in the building. Hidden Gang. The gang. Wait, why am I so happy to say Hidden Gang? That's Nico stuff. Nico, you want to respond to T? Because you know she got on you last time.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me. Hidden Gang. Look, I'm gonna get this out the way so it don't gotta be said no more. Because Nick, this is angry, Nico. I know y'all been, enjoying my evolution as I, best the terrains of all things anime and update my knowledge. You know what I'm saying, of the animated side of the game. But today I'm angry, Nico. I'm mad today. My team lost last night. I'm mad. Huh?
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. I wasn't even gonna bring that up.
I'm bringing it up because I'm getting it out the way. I want to hear about it after I bring it up.
You won't hear from me.
I'm mad. Hostile. Flagrant. All things that could also describe that weak coach that we have on the sideline.
Oh, man. Here we doing that?
So for today, I am a little angry, Nico. But I will be in my professional bag. I will be on the animated side of the game. I'm just letting y'all know there might be a percentile of angry Nico today because I'm not happy. And I'm gonna be honest, it took a while for me to get over it. I'm still not over it. But it took a while for me to say, you know what? I have to get into a professional bag because the show goes on. The show must go on.
Indeed it does.
That they require. So I'm here, Hidden Gang, all that good stuff. Cool. I don't even want to talk to Les, but I'm gonna talk to Les. What's going on?
What up, though? Shout out to Jones in the building, Hidden Gang. I see Lighthouse in the building, Free Game, Hidden Gang, Luck E. Shout out to T in the building. Everybody, man, everybody. Like I said, mentioned earlier, Yana is in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but if so, what up, though? I'm Ledge. I think y'all know that. Got the voice of the West, Nico TV in here. Got a few topics to talk about. We're gonna not bring that up again. I know Mama Ward's son is a happy brother right now. I know he a happy young man right now, so
advise him to stay as far away from the show as possible for today.
Yeah, no, Ward don't pop up in here. Only for interview. Only when we got something cooking. He ain't just gonna casually pee up in here. But no, he probably somewhere celebrating. Honestly, I don't know. But shout out to him. Shout out to his team. Good game. Melly in the building. What up, Melly?
Melly, what's going? Hey, Melly, what's the anime word for angry? Like if you have anger, if you frustrated, if you heated. What's the anime word for that? I know there got to be a word that just means angry. The only thing I can just get straight to the point. I'm mad today. This is mad, Nico. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
there might be a word on the anime side of the game that I'm not familiar with, lad. I'm trying to, I'm still watching. You know what I'm saying? Anime. I'm still trying to, get my knowledge up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't think there's a word. I think it's angry is universal, brother.
I don't think it's universal, but we'll let it get through customs today.
Yeah. But yeah, so shout out to I don't even know if Gina in here, but shout out to Gina. We was talking. She said, "You don't want my answer." I was rooting. Oh wow. Well, well, well. You lost. You lost them. You lost them, Melly. You lost them. Sorry, Melly. I don't know how many times y'all two gonna talk now, but it won't be much today. But yeah, so I was talking to Gina, man. She wanted a list. And well, we was talking about a list, and you know, because me and Nico and I, we've been kind of procrastinating on favorite rap battles ever. Like me and him will be on the phone shooting the shit every now and then, coming across. I kind of got a sense of what his top five were, but it wasn't confirmed until today. So I asked his brother to send me a list.
The same.
I need your five.
Crazy thing is, this ain't even a confirmed five. There's just two. There's like maybe two out of the five that's like, okay, this is guaranteed top five. The other three is like, all right, you just kind of. I sent you you were sent to be on the list because Les required the list in a timely manner, but it's a lot of debatables on there. So I got two that's guaranteed, and then there's like the rest of them where it's like,
Wait. So your heart wasn't even in the three. You just threw something together. Is what you saying? What you saying, man?
I mean, they look, they're in my favorite battles to watch category. So it's not like I just picked something that I don't watch at all. But I'm saying it's not like, this is top five guaranteed, and I told you when we were talking earlier, this is difficult. I got to really think about this because I think about one battle and say, oh yeah, this is gonna be top five. Then I think of a completely separate battle. I'm like, dang, I watch this battle more. But then I like this battle because this person had a better like a second or third round that was just crazy, or first round. It just kind of depends. It depends, man. So I ended up going with versatility for mine. I just figured, like, man, let me go ahead and give a battle, per league. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Throw something out there. With the versatile approach.
Now keep in mind, we're saying favorite. So let me just ask you before we show the list. Does your favorite coincide with like the best to you, or these like personal favorites due to like personal reasons, relate like something related to it? You might have been in the building or things like that. Like what is it?
I think they are. No, I think they are all high quality. I think a couple of them are gonna be looked at. Well, at least one of them will probably be looked at a little side eye because I think that one of the people involved gets accused of not having material that ages with time. But I think since when I first watched the battle, it just caught my attention. So there might be one or two on there where you like, dang, how did this make the cut? But it's more so like, I'm not saying it's the best battle there, but it is a high quality battle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pick, you know what I'm saying, sanitary thing. I didn't pick sanitation, Ledge.
No, I know that. I ain't saying you pick garbage. Listen, I know you ain't got no garbage. I know you ain't got no garbage on here.
But it wasn't unsanitary. I'll say that. It wasn't unsanitary, man. So, yeah, but
well,
you gotta where's your list? I gotta see your list first, man. I don't know.
I was just asking you, do you want me to go first? You want me to kick this off?
You go first, man. I gotta see where, I got a lot of honorable mentions too. That's why I need you to.
Oh yeah. I got some honorable mentions too. I don't got a graphic for the
honorable mentions.
Yeah, I ain't got a graphic for the honorable mentions, but here mine include a few that were honorable mentions. So the one that I told you was 5. I actually took it out of the 5, which is why I said Mama Ward gonna be a little mad. But I took it out of my 5 favorite ever, but it's one of my 5 favorites. I mean, it's one of my favorites. A Ward versus Chef Trez was a dope battle. That slid to more so my honorable mentions list. Because while it was a really dope, that's one of the few battles of recent memory where every round was dope from both. It just, maybe it could be the league because it was on the Connects. It wasn't on no big league like that. so it didn't hit the way it should have hit to the mainstream. But that battle got crazy replay value to me. Crazy replay value. Um, the obviously the one of the more obvious honorable mentions for me is Verb and Hitman. Just it had a lot. It had a lot of impact. It had a lot of moments. It had a Showtime in there. It had a remix in there, and it had the haymaker, one of the haymakers of all haymakers in there.
Huh?
So I thought about that one, but that's an honorable mention for sure. Um, for a personal reason, obviously, Dose and King, Dose Dope and King. That's one of my favorites, just because I like. It was only us three who kind of believed in that battle being good, when nobody here in the state believed in it. Like a lot of people thought King coming back would he should be getting a different opponent, because Dose was kind of on a roller coaster with his like with his career at that point. But I don't know. We all three of us stuck to our guns and said, no, this is a battle that's gonna happen. So those are some of my. I can give you like 20 honorable mentions of just
Was
my
this?
personal favorite battles of all time. My favorite. Not saying these are the best ever, but these are my personal favorite battles. So those are my honorable mentions. What do you
Okay.
got?
Honorable mentions. All right. Oh, you said I'm not showing. I got a camo. I'm not anime Nico, so I can low key got a camo. That's crazy. I couldn't find I couldn't find an anime reference for being angry. Melly wasn't even trying to help me today because she was a traitor, but you know what I'm saying? Get still gang.
Wow.
You know, so I still
Wow.
got love for Melly. But look, honorable mentions. Let's see. Dre Vicious versus Jay Murder. It's a recency one, so a couple of these might be recency bias, but Jay Murder versus Dre Vicious. Um, I'm gonna start shouting out some that's not really getting shout out that much. JC versus Anubis.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorite battles to watch. I rock with that battle a lot. Let's see what else. Surf Hitman. That's like an obvious one that I did not put in my 5 because I think I got something else for URL. What else? Honorable mentions. Oh, B Magic versus Conceited. B Magic versus Iron Solomon. Rum Nitty versus Iron Solomon. Some of the like the obvious ones. I didn't have those on there. I
Yeah.
do have a whole separate list for West on my, so I sent Ledge the list for top 5, you know, just mainstream. But I have a whole
Yeah.
separate list for just West Coast that I could just kind of say. You know what I'm saying? But honorable mentions, there's a lot out there. Like I said, Hitman and Surf is there. I couldn't really
Mhm.
find a Calico battle for real, so I guess Cal and Lex, probably something like that.
As a
But yeah,
favorite or performance wise?
I guess a little bit of both. It's because it's difficult because like I have favorite battle rappers where it's like I appreciate their content and their material, but the
Mm-hmm.
battles don't be something I'm gonna go back and watch. But I'll go back and watch individual rounds. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to battles, I'm very particular. I'm the most particular nigga when it comes to battles. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, we get into it. I do have a boatload of honorable mentions. I'll probably think of some more once I see the actual list to kind of remind me what I left off the list.
Yeah.
Um,
Nah,
but yeah,
yeah. I got a few. Yeah. Also I do want to mention some of the women battles. Eon versus Eliza Versa was one of my favorite battles from the women, because they were young, they were hungry, and they did their numbers, they did what they needed to do. I'm blanking on if that was Queen of the Ring or She Goes Hard, but either way, it was just one of my favorite joints from the ladies. Um, what? Why are you looking like that?
unless oh okay, I seen that it said Dose and King is an amazing battle, and I for whatever reason I read it like it was King Los, and I was like, wait a minute,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, you
for a
told
hot
me.
second I read it wrong. That's
I
my
was looking
problem.
at your face. I'm like, did
Whoa.
I say something wild just now
No,
or
I read the
dog?
comment wrong. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, yeah. Dose, yeah,
I'm
Dose and
like
King.
King Lowe's.
Yeah,
But shout
no,
out
yeah,
to the
shout.
brother, but he got a great battle out here like that for
Yeah,
real.
no, it ain't like that. No, for sure. Um, yeah, it's some more, man. Because I do think of some rum battles. Obviously, Rum and Av is a favorite. of mine as well. It just didn't make the cut, but it's definitely an
Oh,
honorable mention.
Nitty and Geechee Part 2. Part 2.
The tournament battle?
The tournament battle, Nitty versus Gotti, the second battle. I think that one was something that definitely could have been mentioned. I thought that was a very good battle. But yeah, let's get to the list though, man.
Oh yeah, my one more I would mention that I had took out too was Marv versus Verb. Marv versus A Verb. Grind time.
Mook versus J Mills. You mentioned DVD earlier, and I had to really think like, man, what was I really watching battle wise? Nah, Mook and J Mills. I think that battle's over. Serious Jones and Mook to me. So yeah, I like that battle a lot.
I was contemplating Mook and Lux the first time when they battled for like an infinity gauntlet amount of rounds. It was like 8 or 9 rounds, whatever. But I just don't know how much I would replay watching that battle. So shout out to Mook and Lux for that. But it didn't make my 5. But yeah, those are all our honorable mentions.
Rex and Casa.
See, I wouldn't, because I just thought
it's more about Rex.
Yeah, that's more of a one-sided performance than anything. What up, Gina in the building. Yeah, I got some of the women battles too. E Hart and Jazz was one of my favorites for a minute, and then Vixen versus First Lady Flames, and then First Lady Flames carried that momentum and went against E Hart. It was like a domino effect. Those are some of my favorite battles from the ladies too. So it was a couple, man. But yeah, let's get into it. Should I go first with my list, or you want to go first?
Yeah, no, you go first with your list.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the screen here. This is my top 5 favorite rap battles ever. We got JC versus Chilla. We got Iron versus Nitty. Lux versus Hollow. Chess versus Easy, which is the most recent one. And a one-rounder. Yes, a one-rounder. It was that impactful at the time. It was that crazy to a lot of people at the time. And this is one of the battles that early on, and I mentioned this to Nico, this is one of the battles. I got to put the screen on me for this one so y'all can really understand what I'm saying here. Rex versus Ill was one of the very few battles that got worldwide recognition everywhere outside of the majors. Like Rex and Ill dropped, vloggers was speaking about it, recaps everywhere. Back then, it was very kind of territorial a little bit. Like you was either talking URL, you was talking Grind Time, then King of the Dot, and shit. I don't even think RBE was like out the blocks just yet. So for that battle to be on that league, forgot what that shit was called. What was that league called? You remember?
Rap Battle America.
Rap Battle America. I knew it had America, and I just couldn't. Rap Battle America. What is his name? Seneca. Wasn't that his name?
I believe so.
Yeah, Seneca, who ran the league and all that, or at least was the face of the league. He had something good going, but that battle really took one round. It made one rounders respected for a long time. A lot of people didn't even give one rounders that amount of attention, but that opened the floodgates so you can make classics with a one rounder. You can shake the building. Like, think about what happened after that one rounder. Think about the classic Geechee performance versus Mike P. You got to think about Briz versus Loso. Man, it's a classic, but it ain't no Illmatic. You got to think about like the trends that one round between Ill and Rex set. So I had, and it had the quotables. It had the quotables, dog. It had the We Ain't Fly Here. It had the Man One. It had the Procrastinating Pimp. I ain't put my Mac down yet. It just had way too many quotables, way too many moments. That was in the heart of the East versus Midwest beef. So I had to put that there. At number 4, Chess and Easy. It's the last big stage classic to me. It's the last big stage. Like, that was a classic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
the last big stage classic is definitely Chess and Easy.
All right. I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna let it You
Well, we
gotta
can
let
talk.
it.
We can have a debate. What you
We
got
gotta
something?
let some time go by, but
All
I'll
right.
let that through customs right now just for this
All right,
conversation.
okay. I appreciate you letting that through, man. We innocent civilians over here. So I appreciate you letting. But yeah, no, chess and easy, man. What can I say, bro? Like so many quotables. I mentioned in the vlog last time. That's like the last time I really seen Smack truly happy while being on stage at an event. I'm talking about from I'm talking about from both sides. Like he was reacting to chess shit. He was reacting to easy shit. He was like a proud father, bro. He was like a proud father. And I remember
You
when
talk
chess
different. I'm made different.
different,
Walk
walk
different.
different, and
Behave
behave
different.
different.
Are
Are
different. Think
different,
the
ain't the
same
same
different.
different.
Body after
Body
body
after
after
body
body.
after body.
Ah!
Shape shifted.
What?
By
Oh my
far,
God.
that's my favorite ender to a round. Like I
Jesus.
don't think there's been a better ending to a round than that, dog. It had the whole crowd going crazy.
What's a
I,
better what's a more electric round to you? Chess first versus Tay Rock or that one or first versus easy?
oh, this one.
Mm.
This one easy because he had the easy come, easy go line. That was a haymaker, but then his slogan became a hey. He transitioned the different into different and then shape shift. Dog, that was crazy, bro. The best ender was break the what? Break the block down. Chess was wigging,
Yeah,
yo.
nah, definitely.
Chess was
I'm
wigging,
good.
bro.
I'm good with that battle being on the list. For me, I wouldn't put that battle in my top five just because out of all the great battles, that's probably one that I have not gone back to watch a
Listen,
lot.
man.
Recently, I went back and watched it a couple times, but in terms of just total watch time, nah. But it is a great battle, definitely a classic.
Yeah, and then Easy, you got to get Easy some love too. What he say? Don't tell me think about it, because if I'm at that point, I done already thought about it. Like they were hungry, bro. And you know what makes that battle stand out too? The face off. That goes down as one of the best face offs ever. They wasn't too amped. I mean, they was talking, but it was all respect. It wasn't too like crazy. They wasn't about to fight each other. It was just you. When I seen the face off, I'm like, oh, they about to tear the roof off this place. They about to tear the roof off this place. And God's my witness, man. My wife, she ain't never seen me like that was probably her first time seeing me stand up and like react to stuff. Like I was talking to the screen, like I was there. You know how Gina, T, Melly, y'all know how it be at events. Jones, like when they say something crazy, you be talking to them on the stage. You be looking up at them like, yo, you better talk. You better. That's how that battle had me. That had me looking like. So that's number 4, bro. I'm comfortable with that. Number 3, Lux versus Hollow. I mean, what more needs to be said about Lux versus Hollow? What more needs to be said?
I got some words, but I'm gonna
Like,
wait my turn.
like that 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 battle is really what that battle is what you pray every top tier is play with you, not even top tier. These are you pray a Mount Rushmore battle lives up to the expectation. Not only did it live up to the expectation, it exceeded the expectations. It really did. It fit the bill. It was worth it. Lux came there with a game plan. Hollow is so fucking crafty though. Like I mean, just listening to Nico when we was talking, how he was like going through some of his lines, it was so strategically and strategic and well placed. It was just like you throw a punch, I'm counter punching. Oh, you talking about this? Well, I got a here go an angle for you, and I'm about to make it creative. Then one dude shows like a little swagger. Then Hollow shows crowd control. Then it was like really a battle of the minds, bro. That battle had a lot of like greatness in it. It's one of the all time greats. It's a classic. Um, yeah, that I think I, I ain't gonna. This gonna sound like unfair to say, but I feel like if you don't got that in your top 5, you kind of playing yourself. If hold on, if you was a person who was watching battle rap when it came out, because I get it. When if you wasn't around, then it might not affect you the same. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to be one of them old heads like that. But if you watch that battle when it dropped and are still here with us, if you ain't got that in your top 5, I'm gonna feel away. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, man, stand up, don't lean. So yeah, that was the I see the quotables in here. When Hollow rips the paper, don't rush. Yeah, talk that shit, Gina. Talk.
Where we at, man? Where we at? Because
I'm kind of just going down the list and giving my reasons.
I'm patiently waiting my turn, but I already have some.
I got you.
I have some rebuttals on deck. This wasn't even supposed to be a rebuttal type of.
Yeah. What you doing,
I
man?
got some rebuttals ready.
You can't rebuttal my favorite. It's mine. This is my shit. Who say that? Who say that? Ain't that show? This is my shit. Look how I come around though.
This is my stuff.
Yeah. But my bad. This is my stuff. I forgot. We're in a different league now. Right.
We gotta find different ways to say what we would normally say, but
edit it. Yeah, we gotta get some edits there. But Iron and Nitty is obvious. Actually, yeah, the top 2 are obvious. That's my kind of battles. Small room, intimate setting, not a lot of fanfare, and it's just extremely bar heavy. Nitty and Iron is like that, just basically off of the fact that 1, they are 2 of the best to ever do it, and 2, actually, I don't have revisionist history. I was there. I was outside. I remember when that trailer dropped and how many people hated that battle. They thought it was an odd pairing. They thought, what, like, y'all giving, like, Iron Simon on his comeback, he gets Nitty. They felt like he was playing Iron a little bit. But then at the same time, they thought maybe after Iron's last showing, he shouldn't deserve a Nitty who was on the run. It had a lot of no, we don't want to see that. And it wound up not just being the best battle of that night, but one of the best battles all time. One of my favorites. The straight like that with Nitty, the freestyle Iron did with talking about the J's and all that, like just off the top of the dome, like all of that, the angles, the schemes, Rum's punching was on a different level. That's my second most watched battle ever, really. And then obviously I think everybody who knows me knows now that Chilla and JC would probably never be replaced unless you get extremely crazy. Every round was fire to me. You had Mook in the building with Mickey Fax hosting, John on one side, Jazz the Rapper on the other side, JR Ryder in the building, all the Queen of the Ring girls there pretty much. And it was in the world famous Black Star. Like that, and it was on Summer Madness. What? Summer Madness 2.
I was just about to say that weekend it was Summer Madness. It was the least talked about battle, obviously, because they had that major card, Webster Hall and all that, but it ended up being the best complete battle of Summer Madness 2 weekend.
Yeah, and it was on a big weekend, man. Everybody was out. So, and we only seen the fraction of the footage. Like I'm pretty sure it was way more legends and like current active battlers there. And then they set that shit on fire, man. So that's gonna always have you're talking about somebody with personality who was punching. I know Nico likes that version of JC better when he was a little more back to back with it. So he was doing that. Chilla, that's back when Chilla used to scheme the whole round pretty much. So it was just, it's just like it's so many. Gina. Sometimes I gotta factor in all the elements. Like Black Star is like. It's Black Star. It was to battle rappers who wanted to battle in New York. Black Star is almost like when a musician hits a level when they want to perform at the Apollo. That's the place Black Star holds in the battle rapper's heart, and not just from the East Coast. Like Midwest people went there. I mean, that's where Lux and Miles happened. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those places. So that not only you had that, but you got Mook and JR Ryder pulling up to your battle it wasn't a PG battle, but these two guys are young, trying to get their foot in the door type of battle. That's impressive, bro. That's impressive, bro. So, yeah, that's my 5, man. That's my 5. You ready for yours?
All right, so
You ready
this
for
this
yours?
this is the thing though. This is I've got to specify when y'all see this list. There is not an order, but there is a top 2. All right, I have to be clear. Maybe I'd say a number 1. The second one can even be debatable too, obviously, but it is not in order. I just went every single league as we were talking about. I was like, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's just do one per league. See if I can actually find a battle from every league. You know what I'm saying? That is actually dope. So that's why I said there's going to be a boatload of honorable mentions. There's a lot of battle I didn't mention. I kind of just tried to give every league some love, man. So go ahead and put that list on the screen, man. Let me get cracking.
All right. Here is Nico's list. His top 5 favorite battles ever.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. All right. So, first of all, I had originally instead of, well, let's see. Matter of fact, so I'm going to just go through them real quick. Geechee versus Surf. That was before Easy and Chess. To me, this was the previous Big Stage Classic.
Okay.
I think both of them did exactly what they were supposed to do from the promo run. Obviously, that was Gotti coming off of one champion of the year. He was already off to winning another champion of the year that year. This was the big battle, that Gnome card that had Lux and Verb. This actually, if you be honest, was the best battle from that card. To me, lived up to the hype, did everything you needed, got all the moments that you needed, did the clash, all that good stuff. So I had originally Khan versus Surf on the list because that's probably a battle I've watched way more than Geechee and Surf. However, I didn't want to get into the habit of having people just repeat offenders. Obviously, JC, one of my favorite battle rappers, conceded, arguably could be my favorite battle rapper. So I wanted to try and have a little versatility, a little mix to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but Gotti and Surf, definitely one of the, before Easy and Chess, to me, this was a classic, big stage, well over 1,000. I think it was, 1,500 people in there. Known.
Yeah.
It's arguably one of the best battle rap cards ever, if you look at that card and what took place, the performances and all that. So, definitely got that on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's URL. We got URL on here. Let's go to King of the Dot real quick. Jay versus Madflix. This is recency, so I know some of y'all
That's real recent.
Get me back on the screen so I can talk. I need to talk to people.
Yeah, it's real recent.
Look, it is very recent. It is. As is Chess and Easy, but we understand why you put that there.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Hold on. As well as y'all notice, Ledge had about 3 or 4 of his top 5 were all URLs. So you see who really watches all battle rap and who's a URL. Neither here nor there. Let's get back to it.
We doing
Neither
that?
here nor there. Let's get back to it.
All right.
Jay the Nightwing and Mad Flex. Originality, 10 out of 10. Material, 10 out of 10. It was a battle that we all thought could be good. I don't think any of us thought it could be a classic. And I think, to be honest, let it age some more time. I think this is driving down Classic Street. In my opinion, it's driving on Classic Street.
Really?
I do think that. I think it has a lot of socially redeeming value to it. I think some of the stuff Jay was talking about is needed. I think we definitely need, especially for battle rap. He broke down a lot of stuff going on in the culture that I think needed to be broken down, and the way he did it was still creative, still dope. A lot of the angles that were taken in this battle, I just feel like everything was lining up. So this battle was like a 10 out of 10 type battle for me. I could watch everything all the way through, no problems whatsoever.
Definitely a dope battle.
So yeah, I had that. Let's see, where we at? That was King of the Dot. So I went URL, King of the Dot. All right, let's go back in the day, Ledge. Let's go to yesteryear, man. Grind Time, the original Grind Time, man. Conceited versus Arsenal. Now, I have to say this. I have watched Conceited versus Ilmac way more than I watched this battle. However, this battle is actually competitive, whereas the Ilmac battle is a classic 3-0. I mean, it would be a classic battle, to be honest. But if you're asking me performance-wise, I would take Conceited 3-round performance versus Ilmac over this. But this battle has a lot of impact to me because if you've noticed, 16 years later, or was it 15, 16 years later, the stuff Conceited said in this battle to Arsenal was still being used by battle rappers to this day. The angles are still relevant to this day. it still gets haymakers, still gets room shakers to this day. The stuff that Conceited was saying in that battle. Arsenal's second round is one of the coldest. I mean, you're talking about like was it 9-10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes at the high point?
Yeah, 10 to 12.
It was fire. I mean, he was lighting Khan up in that second round. You know what I'm saying? In the third round, they both were still, you know what I'm saying, had a very quality ending to the battle. This was at a time, too, where when you left the building, even Khan said, like, I left the building thinking I got my soul lifted. Like, I was out of there. And he said Verb hit him, was like, man, your battle dropped, man. You did good in that battle, man. You got a debatable. And that's when, you know, people started realizing the power of the camera. Because before that, it was if you were getting cooked in the building for even just one of the 3 rounds. You could just be one of the 3, and you could have got the other 2. But if one round was powerful, you were out of there. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That battle kind of really set the standard for the camera being that powerful. But no, the camera footage is showing something different. And so that battle, I think, just has impact just for the culture in general, not just the angles to be used, but how it changed battle rap moving forward. So yeah, I got that on there. Let's go to RBE. RBE. JC versus Big Cannon. This is a battle that never gets brought up. I literally never hear this battle get brought up on RBE, which is a shame. Because to me, this was one of those Writer's Block classic battles. See, there was a time period between, 2014 to 2016, where Writer's Block was having probably some of the best battles every year in the culture, battling each other. I mean, it's some of the best battles you're going to see at that time. And I thought that this battle showcased everything. The writing, 10 out of 10, just the creativity, the punchlines, the moments created, the rebuttals, the freestyles. I mean, Big Cannon freestyled his whole second round just to make a point to battle rap at that time for allowing, you know, the DNAs and the clips, and y'all allowed them to do it. But then, you know what I'm saying, when others of us get to doing this shit, y'all act like it's not dope, and still made it powerful, still had haymakers. I think there was a lot of dope shit with this battle. Much like a JC versus Chilla, this was that classic pin versus pin kind of matchup that this in one in particular doesn't get talked about like that. But since I watched it, I thought this is one of the best battles I watched. Definitely had to be on the list.
Yeah, and that battle getting a lot of love. Yeah, that battle getting a lot of love in the chat.
What do you say?
Shout out to the chat for
only
battles like that.
Battling bums. That's what he seems to spit. So now he the Ice Cube of the group. And my meaning is because you get no credit for writing all that easy shit. Oh my God. Listen, that's one of the coldest haymakers I've ever heard said to JC. That's top 3 greatest haymakers I've heard said to him. Just the way he set it up. That's crazy to say. That battle, amazing. That battle is amazing. And this is where my rebuttals, you know, I start rebuttaling, because I'm sorry. Lux versus Hollow is the greatest battle of all time. It's not number 3. It's not top 5. It's not number 2. It's the greatest battle in the history of battle rap. The greatest battle. First of all, we always say you want a great rollout to a battle. We want the rollout to be A1. We say that, Les. Do we not say that?
Yes, we do.
We do say. So we're talking about a 5-year rollout. 5 years, Les. And in the midst of this rollout, we have all-time great performance from Loaded Lux. We have great performances from Hollow. We even have Hollow battling Surf, and it looks like, man, is he really ready for Lux? We talking about at a time, Ledge. Remember the vlogs? Remember the back and forth online? You remember the shots that were taken?
I do.
So we had a 5-year buildup, which is, you will never see a battle, a matchup, have more than 2-3 months of a buildup before they book a matchup nowadays. Like, they don't allow battles and storylines to progress. It's a storyline. It creates the whole narrative of the battle, the energy, the way you view the viewing experience of watching the battle. It just changes the whole dynamic. We're doing a 5-year buildup, and it is the greatest battle ever. So now let's get to the actual battle. There is not another battle, and y'all can tell me, but this is the only battle that has 2, not 1. A lot of battles have 1, but this is the only battle with 2 top 10 moments of all time.
Of all time, no.
Top 10 all time. 2 of them in one battle.
Of all time?
Yes. Say it to blackface and stand up, Negroes. Yes. Both of those. I'm trying to keep the, you know what I'm saying? But look, come on, man. That's 2 top 10 moments all time.
I'll give you one.
Battle. Third round.
I'll give you one. I don't know if we can say 2.
It's 2. I ain't give me one. It's 2. And you know it's 2. This is the greatest battle ever. The content. What are you saying? I think so. So think about that before you judge a life that you never lived, because it's easy to develop a large picture when you focused on the negatives.
That was hard. That's hard.
Are you serious?
That's crazy.
Number 3 for you? It's number 1. Huh?
That's crazy.
Thank me later. Take care. Then nothing was the same. What are we doing, Ledge? What are we doing? This is Principal Clark battling Sam on the roof. Jump. Kill yourself. What are we doing, Ledge? Huh? I'm up here trying to give Hollow the business model. Showing the better rapper today how to get it tomorrow. You welfare, free healthcare. You give it to him, but don't show him how you got it. Where's the knowledge? But why should we expect a brother named Hollow to give us anything solid? I'm polished. What are we doing, Ledge? Greatest battle of all time, Ledge. Huh? What?
Nico about to get all of y'all to watch the battle again.
Get this work and quiet down. It's a circus act just to see this clown go through a fire round. What? What are we doing?
Brother, no. This brother know every bar.
3 for you, Ledge. No, greatest of all time. The GOAT. By far. Crazy. Are you serious? What I'm trying to tell you, P.S. Don't rush your delivery. Are you serious, Ledge?
I get it, man. You know the battle. You know the battle like the back of your hand. I get it.
Everybody's trying to battle like that. It's that great.
I got it in my top 5. What are you yelling at me for?
That's disrespectful. It needs to be number 1.
So it's a problem.
This is, you know how I always say, I'm like, man, to me, I got LeBron James as the GOAT, and you're like, nah, it's Jordan. Well, see, most people will always say Jordan. That's the safest pick out of all the GOAT debates, right? This is the Michael Jordan battle. This is it. You can have a battle where you can argue this is the undisputed greatest battle of all time. I can't even believe that you would try to throw another battle in front of this one.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. We're doing a favorite list.
It's not my favorite.
It didn't hit me like it hit you. It didn't. No. If I'm saying it hit me. I rock with the battle. I don't know. Look, you're not about to bully me into making it my favorite battle. It's one of my favorites. It's okay for it to be one of my favorites. It's not the favorite. You like what you listen. Shout outs. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all turning up with Nico.
Battle's at the head of the table, Ledge. The tribal chief, Ledge. Huh?
See what y'all doing.
Put your ones up. Hey, I need everybody in the chat. Put your ones up. Huh? That's what this battle is. Huh? WrestleMania main event, Ledge. Not day 1, day 2. The main event. We know what it is.
I like the battle a lot, man. I like it.
Nah. I like it.
Oh,
yeah, okay. Greatest battle of all time, Lux versus Hollow. I could watch that battle. I could listen to that battle. That's the thing. I know a battle's great when I don't even have to have it on my screen. I could just play it and just listen to the battle, and it's of the highest quality you're gonna find. At a time where we don't get people pulling up with 3 great rounds, people be the setups be sloppy. They don't care about their transitions. They don't care about how they build up to something. They just say anything just as long as the punch is fire. We're talking about premier writing, Ledge. Premier.
Yeah. And I think they're both so unorthodox and they're so
Always
like
take a black mother banging on the box for you brothers to get the picture. What? Oh my God.
I think hold on, let me get this bar off. I think they're so in tune with the writing aspect, like you said, they didn't really waste a bar. They crafted even their setups and their shit like that. I think that's why they looked at each other as like equals to do a 2-on-2. That's why their chemistry is so dope as a 2-on-2 to me. Like I would like to see Loaded Hollows Part 2, but I think that makes a lot of sense why they got along really, really well
Please
as a
recap your
team.
5, Nico. Short term. Got you. So put that on the screen real quick, Les. I go through this real quick. So
Yeah.
T, my list was just a versatile list. It's one from every league. Not the best battle from every league, but one of my favorite battles from every league. So King of the Dot, Jay versus Mad Flex. It is recency bias, but it's still an all-time great battle in my opinion. RBE, I got JC versus Big Cannon. To me, that's a very slept-on RBE classic that they have up over there. Great writing, great all that. The writer's block era, if you remember that. URL, Geechee versus Surf. I ain't got to describe that one. We already know what that is. Star power, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Moments, all that good stuff. Go to grind time. Go back in the day. Conceited versus Arsenal. Just the impact of that battle, ushering in the camera versus in the building. You know what I'm saying? Narrative where back in the day was more about in the building. That battle was one of the focal points of showing that you could lose in the building, but then on camera look like it's debatable, and the camera lasts, the test of time. So that battle has that impact, as well as the angles that Khan introduced about Arsenal that 15, 16 years later are still relevant. And then greatest battle ever, Lex versus Hollow. That's the only battle. Lex versus Hollow is the only battle that I say guaranteed stays in my top 5 because it's number 1. The other 4, I can make a debate and I could put anything else. Like Conceited versus Serve, I could throw let me see, King of the Dot. There's a lot of battles out there. But yeah, that's a short version of it.
All right.
And then Ledge, I told you, I said I was gonna give the West. I don't need this list on screen no more. I told you I was gonna do a West 5. West 5 is pretty easy. Top 5 West battles. I watch a lot more West battle rap than mainstream battle rap. B-Dot versus Danny Myers. B-Dot versus Emerson Kennedy. Next versus Hansel. Dre Vicious versus Jay Murder. And see, at 5, 5 could be a lot of them, but I'll go with something from recency that just happened. I'll go with Young Grizz versus Remnity. I'll throw that out there, show us some love.
Wait, say your 5 again?
Danny Myers versus B-Dot. B-Dot versus Emerson Kennedy. Next versus Hansel. At 4. What did I put at 4? Oh, Jay versus Jay the Nightwing versus Emerson Kennedy. That's 4.
I was about to say, 5, I ain't hear that.
I can't remember what the other one I put. Oh, Dre Vicious versus Jay Murder. There we go.
So you just knocked out Grizz versus Nitty.
Yeah. Because I got Jay, because Jay and EK would be more of my favorite battle than that one for sure. Yeah. Plus, I was in the building for that one, so I got the in the building take and what that experience was, and then watching it on camera. So yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Khan versus Surf, Rock versus Briz are top 10 honorable mentions.
I got Briz versus Ill Will being an honorable mention. Briz and Ill Will was a crazy battle to me. I
got Twerk and Chill as an honorable mention. I think I just tweeted that out a couple hours ago. I think that's the most underrated app battle. Like, for as good as that battle is, with a big name like Twerk, and that's one of the few before he just went on this run of being like flawless and clean. That was one of those few in that spotty window he had when he was fucking up. He was actually clean all 3 rounds in that battle, and he was electric. But Chilla was met. I think that was Chilla's Champion of the Year run. I think it started with that battle, if I'm not mistaken, because that was an early app only battle. It wasn't no caffeine back then. It was just straight to the app. That's 3 rounds from Chilla. 3. That's the most underrated battle in terms of, for as good as both of them were, that battle got, I want to say, 0 coverage from media outside of me. Like, and I don't think I did a full recap on it. I think I just made comments about it and talked about it on Twitter. But go back if y'all, if you guys are app subscribers, go watch Chillin' and Twerk. It's a crazy battle.
Yeah, no, that's a great. There's a lot of battles. Cause see, I'm more so like, I'm very picky with battles,
But so for me, going back to watch stuff, I'm more of I'll go back and watch your like a round that I like, two
Yeah.
rounds that I like, moments that I like, versus a whole
Yeah.
battle. A whole battle, I'm very particular. Like you have to, you know what I'm saying?
No, I respect that, man.
Even
No, so
I just before the show, I was watching Conceited versus B Magic. I think that's a battle that's really good. I think even with people saying that Khan material hasn't aged well, I don't think that they really went back to watch that battle in particular because a lot of his material still ages well today. Like it's still nobody else has said it, and it was the first that it was said then. So I think some of that battle too needs to kind of get some more love as well. So
Ledge skip mines. What are you talking about?
Emerson versus Rum is a classic.
Oh, Lord, you just want to be highlighted. I couldn't have been like, yeah, like, hey, like, yeah, here you go, look at her. She just wants to see, she want to see our little hairdo up on the screen. We see you,
Oh,
you.
one of my I wanted to put Hitman versus Arsenal, but I remember that it was a one-sided battle. I mean, it is a little bit better for Arsenal as time went on watching it, but some of my favorite moments are in that battle. Like Hitman,
I like that would be like favorite performances. I felt like Arsenal
yeah,
got
that's up
washed.
there. I go back and watch that one for sure. That was
Yeah, I thought
crazy.
Hitman washed Arsenal in that battle. Maybe we can do that next week. Like just favorite, like one sided, just like this person was on go this battle. But my question would be, Nico, would that coincide with body bags? Like, are all your favorite performances from a person meaning they bodied the person,
No,
or
no, just a
okay,
one-sided battle. Meaning, even if the public said this battle is debatable, if I felt like it's one-sided, it's gonna take away from the battle. But then the flip side
gotcha,
of it too is I mentioned JC versus Chef Trez to you. I think from a viewing standpoint, not from a narrative of what's already been put out there, but from a viewing standpoint, I like JC versus Chef Trez more than JC versus Chilla. I think JC versus Chilla is the classic. It's stood the test of time. It has all the requirements needed to be a classic battle, but I watch JC and Chef Trez, and I'm more entertained by that battle. You know what I'm saying? So that I think sometimes with me, it's more so just the entertainment. Like if I'm going back to watch a round or two, I got to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Like Rex.
mm,
Rex to me doesn't have a lot of great battles back and forth, but he has a lot of my like rounds. Just like you just
yeah, rounds and performances,
Rex
yeah.
got a lot. He has a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. John
John
and
John
Hitman, that's
Hitman.
a good one. Forgot about that one.
The
Ace
problem I
Paul.
have with some of these battles, and this is just with time, some of these battles haven't aged the best.
That's funny you
Like
say that. That's funny
because
you say that.
like I remember people saying like, okay, you remember when people was like, man, this first round's crazy, and it's only because of the moment. Like, okay, for example,
Yeah.
DNA versus Ill Will. People try and say that his first round overall is an all-time great round. I disagree. I think he has an all-time great moment, but I think the round is just solid. It wasn't a like if I'm watching it now, it's not really that crazy, but the moment is crazy. And I think for me, I'm watching some of these battles where I can appreciate, like Conceited, my favorite battle rapper. So I can appreciate when you said certain lines. This was the first that is being said, and some of the lines are dope for then. And then he has a lot of lines that are still great now. But
Yeah.
I can appreciate if certain content's like, okay, the way you rapped in the DVD era, we might never have people that rap like that now, but I can appreciate how people rap and it had an emphasis on rapping back in that era. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that for me, it has
That's
to, the
funny. I feel like
entertainment
that
got to
about.
be there, the content got to be there. Like Beat Out, Beat Out, one of my favorite battles all time. I go back and watch some of his rounds. I'm like, dang, man, he cooking versus Ab. Man, he wilding on like third round versus Shook. Probably had that on repeat a lot. That's one of the coldest shit I've seen spit. It's a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? But performances there's a lot, man.
Yeah, we'll do that one day in the future. But again,
Hidden
this
gang, there we go, gang here, demons.
that. But yeah, my 5 goes as follows at 5. I don't have the numbers there, but it's in order. At 5, Rex versus Ill. My favorite one rounder to this day. Chess versus Easy. Like I said, as I state, to me, the last big stage, true instant classic. Like when that battle was over, that was all I could really like. I couldn't even tell you what the next battle was right after that battle. So that's at number 4. Lux and Hollow. I know he got it at number 1. It's blasphemous to put it at 3. I got it at 3 because we're talking your personal favorites, but much respect to Lux versus Hollow. Yeah, I hear you. Iron Solomon versus Rum Nitty, man. to open up, to have a classic. You know what people don't really talk about much? To have a classic on a new series that you're introducing. That's powerful. Think about that. That was indeed volume 1. So to have a classic on the inaugural very grand opening of your new series that like we're about to come out with like 4 or 5 volumes and they out the gate with a classic, that says a lot. And at number 1, Chilla versus JC. That's my most watched battle by far. I probably watched that battle 40 to 50 times more than any other battle that I've ever watched. And again, I'm talking about the impact, what it did for their careers, the follow. I'm talking about who was in the building, the venue, Black Star, world famous, and just, the classic rounds from them.
I was just thinking about too, there's a reason why for me it's difficult to watch a lot of battles in there, like, because a lot of, like, if you look at a lot of the old battles, they're all like 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, unless there was
I have a preference myself personally. I have a preference towards battles that are like 30 minutes or less.
Oh, real quick, Jay versus, this is Nico's list for those who just, I see a couple of new people.
Oh yeah, J Mad Flex, JC Big Cannon, Geechee versus Surf, Con versus Ars, Lux versus Hollow. I could have a completely different 4. Lux Hollow is going to stay there. That's number 1 all the time. That's not going nowhere. But the other 4, I have a lot of battles I could, it's interchangeable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I like your list. And I was like, I'll say on air, Con versus Ars, if you had to ask me, because this question get asked often, hey, if it was somebody new getting introduced to battle rap, what would be the first battle you introduced them to? I've stuck to my guns ever since then. I would say Arsenal versus Conceited. Why? Because it was bars in there, right? It was some punches, some dope metaphors and all that, but it was very inviting to a casual listener. It was funny. It was still had some gun bars in there. You had different personalities that are charismatic, but just in their own way. And the pace of the battle, again, it was pretty, it was pretty fluid. So
I'm surprised Cal versus Willie on the list, Ledge, not gonna lie. Ooh, that's another one of those battles where the culture says it's closer than what I think it is. I think that's a 30, and that's why it's not on my list.
Yeah, he got Cal with a 30.
I go back and watch Calico, but I don't know about watching Ill Will was good in the battle. I'm not saying he wasn't good. He was very good in the battle. It's just, to me, I think Cal won the battle by a good margin. Like, I don't think it was debatable. You know what I'm saying?
It's an honorable mention for me. I have no real reason why I didn't make my list, but it's an honorable mention. Let's see your top 5. Mook versus Party Artie. Gwitty versus Dougie. That actually, Gwitty versus Dougie is actually pretty good. They was high on Gwitty in them at the time. Lux versus Hollow. Lux versus Hollow, of course. Young Ill versus Rex. Easy versus Chess. Okay, so he had one of yours, 2 of mine, and some throwback joints.
No, but notice the battle that's on the list that everybody gonna have. Notice what that battle is, Ledge. That tells you what's number 1. That tells you what's number 1, Ledge.
I don't know. We gotta see. Hey,
the rest you got Twerk versus Hitman. Nah, there's battle like, look, Geechee and Surf is like 50 minutes, 53 minutes. Like, I could watch the battle. It's just, even Lux and Hollow. Lux and Hollow is like an hour.
Hey, I want to see the rest of y'all post y'all 5 on here. Y'all, and this is 5 favorites.
I'm particular with it, man. Like, even with like in the West, bro. Like, a lot of West battles I noticed recently, man. They be letting these dudes just rap for 5 minutes, and they don't even be like
Surf versus Rock. What we doing?
Surf and Rock it's a style of battle.
I like it, but it's not my favorite.
It hasn't aged as well as what.
Yeah. I put that in the category of a battle that didn't live up to the hype, but was still good. It was like, I thought, like, I would
say Surf and Calico, the first battle. That's something that's one of my favorite battles to watch.
I put it like this: I expected Surf and Rock to be what Surf and Geechee became. If that makes sense, I expected it to have that type of impact, to be talked about, and to look and age as well as Geechee.
Oh, this was the battle I meant to put on the list, and this is going to be the honorable mention. Clips versus Rock, the second battle.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that
Rock
was a
the
good
second
one.
battle.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
Clips and Rock the second battle for sure. That was an honorable
Clips,
mention
yeah,
for sure.
Clips versus Rock. The second one was dope. That was dope. Bill Collector and Hitman over at RBE. I enjoy that battle a lot too. Shout out to Hitman. I think they got like 5 million. Is that the highest view? What's the highest view battle over there at RBE? Is that
Highest
it?
view battle is one of Hitman's battles. It's either the Cassidy one or the Bill Collector one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely either one. I would assume Cassidy. Let's see. Yep, Cassidy by 6 mil, but Bill and Hitman's at 5. So that tells you something. That's dope. And shout out to Hitman, man. He really, I keep telling y'all, Hitman the new end game, bro. they see what he. That's why Lux wanted to battle him. You see what them numbers do. You like, no, I need that. I need that. So I ain't mad.
Magic versus Deuce, Nitty and Av, Nitty Iron Ill. Okay, Nitty versus Magic up there. Yeah.
Nitty Iron Magic versus Deuce. I like his list.
I probably
Nitty
say
versus
like
Av. Nitty versus Av gonna be in a lot of people's list 5 too.
Nitty and Av. Yeah, I probably see. That's crazy when I think like to me, Av and Nitty is not a better battle than Av versus Geechee.
I disagree.
Even though for like the punchers and I get the narrative around it, but from a watch standpoint, just the entertainment of it, Av versus Gotti a better battle.
Yeah. So again, like my list is Rex, Ill, JC, Rex, Ill, Chess Easy, Lux Hollow, Nitty, and Iron Solomon, JC, and Chilla. These are my favorites, bro. I watch these the most, bro.
All right, let me ask you this question, Ledge. Out of that 5, if you have one battle that you can no longer watch, you can watch 4.
We're gonna do that. Don't do that.
One you cannot watch one. It doesn't go. It's out there for the public to watch forever. You can't watch it though. If you have to choose which one you just can never watch again, which that battle?
Oh, well, the easiest one would be Rex versus Ill because it's a 1-rounder, but I don't. Oh, you gonna be mad? Nah, wait.
You better not.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's not honesty.
I'm about to be honest with you. I probably would take out Lux versus Hollow if I had to choose.
He versus Tony Nova in the iBattle draft this year, Ledge. Shout out to iBattle.
What's going on? Oh shit! What's somebody in the comments?
Yeah, iBattle in here.
iBattle. Oh shit! Shout out to Lex and everybody. Yes. Yeah, man. I'm so proud of JC. I'm so proud of JP for Bar Wars. Listen, man. This is what if you guys haven't seen it, go. It's on the app. They did have a live stream for the event. I did send people over there with the link. So shout out to the supporters here going to check out iBattle. Some of you guys for the first time. I understand. Listen. It's a different energy over there. It's dope. It's the most diverse league. It's what I don't think I gotta sell it. Like I was about to try to sell it. I don't need to sell iBattle. iBattle kind of sells itself.
What was your shout out iBattle battle from last year?
My favorite iBattle battle from last year.
Mm-hmm. I got one. Mine is Nitty versus Appa.
I was thinking that. Ooh.
Yeah, I had Nitty and Appa from mine last year.
That's
I watched a few, but see, there's battles that iBattle had last year where I could watch some of like the rounds people had, but I can't like the whole battle. I wouldn't watch the whole battle, but out of the Nitty and Appa, I could watch the full battle. That was a good battle.
It's Kang and somebody. Who did Kang battle last year on iBattle? I like that battle a lot. There was a red flag battle I like. Wait. Okay, this is 2024. So you're talking 2023. See, the year fucking me up because I'm thinking about red flag.
Los Preem had some fire ones last year. That's what Fate's saying.
Los Preem is probably my favorite over there. Like that. Remember when you asked me who was the favorite people that you like that you like to watch? I had him in there with like Nitty and those people, like Low
Red
Supreme
Flag
is
versus 6 happened last year.
Red Flag versus Real Sick. I like that. I think that was the
Low,
one.
Low Supreme versus
Red,
Ace
yeah.
and Danny.
Yeah. They had a lot of dope ass.
I like a battle I watched recently that is my first time actually watching Def the Kid versus JC. That's my first time actually watching Def the Kid like that, and
you ain't see Def the Kid on Max Out?
Nah,
damn. When he
that's
battled
my first time watching him. He lost clearly to JC, but I did like his material. I was like, oh shoot, he dope. Okay.
Watch him versus so I interviewed Def the Kid and that's I don't know. Let me find out y'all took my interviews down from iBattle. Let me tell I'm gonna file something. I'm gonna file something to get some money back.
I'll be honest. I would like to see Def the Kid versus Fate, to be honest.
I don't know if Fate ready for Def the Kid.
Excuse me?
Is Fate ready for Def the Kid? You heard what I said.
Def the Kid ain't even battled the people Fate battle. Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
No, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What you mean? What am I doing?
Okay, he have a battle versus JC. Cool. Now we're not getting stupid here, Ledge.
He battle XL. He got some names on his belt.
Okay. Pass, Mad Flex, Times, Dot Everything, Next. Ledge, you want to do this? We really want to? No, it's not. No, it's not. Let's stop that. You quick, cut it out.
No. I will argue JC. I will argue JC name is greater than those names you said.
What names?
Okay, globally, I mean, nationally, like in the U.S., you think Mad Flex name rings more bells than JC?
I'm not talking about national. Okay, if you're talking about all time, no. All time, no.
That's what I'm saying. If there was an all time list,
if I'm saying that last year, who had the best battle of the year? JC name not gonna get brought up. Mad Flex name will get brought up.
That's cool. Every dog has his day.
So if we're doing this in a power ranking style, you're going all time. I can't compete all time. But we're talking about currently. I'm sorry that Def the Kid performance from him was good, but I'm not putting that ahead of none of these other. We're gonna have some sense here, Ledge.
I got sense. Dog, I would listen. I got
shout out to iBattle for causing a rift.
No, don't shout him out now. Don't shout him out now.
What you mean? Don't shout him out. I'm not saying nothing against iBattle. What are you talking about?
Don't shout him out now. You talking?
What do you mean? Don't shout him out. What are you talking about? I haven't said nothing wrong to them. What are you talking about?
Talking crazy about their artists. Don't do that.
No, how am I talking crazy about their artists? What are you talking about? I just said that the kid was dope.
I'm about to put some money.
Versus Fate, and you took a shot.
I'm about to put some money out. I'm putting some money up on Def to get Fate out of here, man. I'm putting money on it. I'm putting money on it. I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Shout out to I'll say shout out to iBattle, and I ain't letting you say it. Shout out to iBattle, one of the best leagues in the world. Not. Yo, did you know I had someone in here? PYB push your brand from Hip Hop Is Real telling me that iBattle wasn't a top 5 league.
Who said that?
Push your brand. He represents Hip Hop Is Real. We do the pull up every Tuesday at 3 p.m. I would love for him to come back and recant his statement. He said iBattle isn't a top 5 league. He said URL, King of the Dot, RBE, Chrome, and I don't know if he either said Queen of the Ring or the Riot. I can't remember which one.
See, here's the problem with that. You have to qualify what kind of league you're talking about, because if you're saying a big league, okay, you're not competing with them in terms of a budget or in terms of the names that you're consistent. Like iBattle's not pushing a 6-7 battle card and it's all top tiers or professional tier people. They have their own roster that develop their own talent. They do get top tiers and professional tier battlers to come there and battle some of their newer stars, but they cultivate their own talent. So if you're saying a top 5 league everywhere, then no, it's not a guarantee because you would obviously have to say something like the Riot is obviously out there. OSBL definitely gets some love. Gates of the Garden. So there's like a lot of them. But if you're saying outside of the big leagues, outside of the majors, when we get to that next tier of leagues, the eye battles, riots, and all that, they're absolutely top 5. But if you're just saying top 5 in general, I can understand why somebody would say it just from what's getting booked. But it also depends on what are you looking for. What are you looking for when you're watching, you know what I'm saying, these leagues? Like, what are you judging it by? Are you judging it by how they build talent or just by the cards that happen? Because I could put anything on paper, but if the battlers don't perform and the battlers don't do what they're supposed to do, does that fall on me as a league? If every time, Ledge, I got a 10 out of 10 card on paper, but after every event, the card was a 2 out of 10, is that on me? The league? Should a league be labeled for having these bad battles, or as on the battle rappers?
iBattle's a top 5 league, and it's
them Riot. It's a few people in that same. I don't know, man.
They ain't putting a Riot in there.
Bullpen. It's a few people, man.
Nah, dog. We ain't doing.
You got the trenches. You got.
We ain't doing that. Not you troll. Don't troll.
Battle Academy. You got a few leagues out here.
Battle Academy. Hey, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me.
I'm just saying the leagues that's out there.
Stop playing. You playing too much right now. You playing too much. You playing too much, man. Look, shout out to all the leagues, though. Shout out to all the leagues. But there's a clear separation to me from like the top 5 and the rest. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Fate, man. Fate act like he can't take jokes, man. He act like it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man. Salute to the people that made our list. Like I said, that was our top 5 favorite battles ever. Maybe next year. I mean, not next year. Maybe next week we'll get into our favorite rounds. I just want to kind of do that stuff, man. I kind of want to do it's so negative in battle rap, man. I just want to let's talk about shit that makes you like, damn, man. I felt good when I seen that battle.
I ain't gonna lie, that's to me that there's negative stuff in battle rap right now.
I mean, it's negative standing off the top. That's a good transition. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but the Smack shit, right? Smack comes out, says there's no money in battle rap. You can't recoup and things like that. And everybody has had like their gripes and their remarks to what Smack said. It's been like a lightning rod topic. Now people haven't I don't think you've spoken on it.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't think you've spoken on the Smack. Yeah, you probably got to go back to Anime Nico because your shit blurry. Your shit blurry, sir. Go back to Anime Nico.
Is it?
Yeah. Go on back. Yeah. Can you hear me now? We good? You said I'm a clown, man. Yeah, salute, Fate. You know it's all love.
Can you hear me?
For sure, I can hear you. Shout out to iBattle again, man. But like I said, I'm not debating on if that's I can't believe my man from Hip Hop Is Real came on here and asked that. Is it a top 5 league for real? Like, nigga, yeah. Like, it's not.
It just
And it's not 5. It's not like borderline. It's not like, oh yeah, it's top 5 barely. It's clear. Like they're one of the clear ones in there. To me, I'm like, who's 5? Like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Smack is trying to say that there's no money in battle rap. He's losing. He's crouping. His words, it's not recoupable. Some of the money that's been thrown out. He said that the sponsors aren't sponsoring. They losing. They're not losing sponsors, but I'm sure as the game goes on, people gonna be a little less reluctant when they don't see no return on investment. They're gonna pull away from those type of endeavors and go elsewhere. Like the entertainment circle is huge, man. There's so many avenues to really gain income that battle rap isn't like the first place. If I had some money and I was trying to make a little quick flip or get some notoriety, I don't think I would invest in battle rap myself. But you got to be a little crafty out here, man. Like, But I don't know. Did you hear? Because people wanted to hear from you. Did you hear the Smack interview? And what was your thoughts? This nigga that came through with a whole different game plan. There you go. What was your thoughts on that though?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice. So you talking about the Smack interview, correct?
Yeah. Just what is your thoughts when he said all of that?
I just think it's logic. Like I didn't think it was something that needed to have outrage behind it. It's just logical, bro.
It was a lot of outrage.
I look at it like sports. This is what it is a collective bargaining agreement. So the old CBA was in favor of the owners, right? Smack, Beasley, Gannick was in favor of y'all, right? Then a new CBA was called for. Balor's like, man, I need that paper. Man, I'm charging X amount. I can't get this, so you're not going to see me. So then new CBA was created where now we have all these investors throwing paper, NFL players, NBA players. We have streaming platforms pulling up. We got the bag. We need content. Give them whatever they're asking for. We'll foot the bill, and we just need the content to keep getting pushed out. So the CBA benefited the battlers, benefited the players, right? The owners got to a point where it's like, man, they getting used to this, but this is because we, you know what I'm saying, this is benefiting them. We need something to benefit us. So now we in another CBA again, a new one, where now, okay, we had a new CBA. That old paper that was there because we were giving max contracts and super max contracts to people who aren't even max players because it flooded the market. So some of these people who should have been making 500 to 1,000, they were getting 5,000, 6,000, you know what I'm saying, a battle, you know what I'm saying, or maybe even 3,000, 4,000 a battle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The market got to adjust for inflation. You know what I'm saying? I just think that now it's a new CBA, it's a new time. Those same investors, them same streaming platforms, and other people who is bringing all that money here are not putting that money into, you know, what that product is doing anymore. And now you
let me ask you this, because you know your staff at Westworld, like you got, you know, y'all are in meetings, y'all talking about like bookings and things like that. How hard is it for you, especially like, I mean, on the West, I would think there'd be more opportunities, more resources for this stuff, but how tough is it to gain sponsorship or, you know, backing from other sources for y'all? Is it difficult or y'all good?
In terms of booking battle rappers?
No, in terms of gaining sponsorship or like, you know, people investing.
See, I'm not as much in the know of that. I think you kind of can. It's more so like building relationships. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, when you have certain names that are a part of your platform, people who have battled here before, people who have a vested interest, obviously you can, you know what I'm saying, negotiate in different ways. I'm pretty sure there are sponsors. Like I've definitely seen, you know, people who just like, hey, I want to see this battle. I'm willing to put up X amount, you know, see this battle. But I think what it is just really, from my perspective, what I've seen is more so Westworld just kind of came out of pocket themselves. Like the staff that's here just, all right, we're going to come out of pocket and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I think the problem is that a lot of battle rappers, when they first pull up to the game, they want to get paid earlier. Like back in the day, people didn't get paid until they were 5, 6, 7 years into their craft, because leagues back then were not paying battle rappers. You know what I mean? And now it's in a standpoint where 2, 3 good battles and you're talking about $200-$300. And it takes away from matchups that you can have. It takes away from the competitive edge of what you can have. So I think what it is just work with, this is just be me personally. If I'm running the league, because I don't run Westworld, I'm just on staff, I'm an advisor. But in terms of if I have my own league, I'm going to work within the budget that I have, and the cards that I put out will be reflective of said budget, reflective of said investors or sponsors or whatever like that. Like, I think people try to get too much of this. We need this flashy, we need the biggest name, we need. Nah, what you need to do is work within the budget you have and max out what you can do in terms of your promotion, in terms of your brand awareness, in terms of the quality of set matchups, the battle rappers that you know are guaranteed to pull up and not BS and actually bring a product that you can actually put on the market and sell. Like, it's just, to me, I think that's more important than just getting the actual names. Like, some of the best battles we had didn't feature the biggest names. You know what I'm saying?
That's often the case, though. A lot of people don't realize that.
I think that the problem is that when you use the big league archetype and their blueprint to go ahead and look at what you as a grassroots league, local league are doing, I think you're doing yourself a disservice, because they built their way and have different connections than you. You have to deal and book with what you have access to. If you don't have access to a Hitman versus Verb battle every single card, you're not going to book that kind of battle rapper every single time. You need to work within your means. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't know. For
good
me, I look at things a little bit differently. You got to work with what you have, and hopefully, now that it's being said, hey, there ain't no paper out here, I'm hoping that reflects to the grassroots, because if there ain't no paper at the highest level, what do you think is happening grassroots wise? Yeah, I mean, it used to be a time where you could say, oh, I can go and get money everywhere, on the road, but it wasn't comparable to what you can get on a URL, the King of the Dot, or RBE, but it was still something. But we got to be honest, the market inflated, people were paying more, you know what I'm saying, for battle rap. People had different ends to make it work, and now it's not like that. You need to adjust. You got to be able to adjust with the times, and I think people just get stuck in this. Well, I was getting 50 while the market was inflated, and now the market's not inflated, and I need to go back to my 15 to 20. Oh, I'm not willing to do it. Okay, you're gonna price yourself out the game, and you're gonna get to a point where now that 15, 20 is when you really are desperate and you really need something. Now you're gonna be willing to accept it, but the game done already passed you by. Yeah, I'm saying.
Well,
So I think
I think
sometimes you got to just be smart with how you your business model.
no, I agree with that. I think though with the local, like the independents, the indies, the grassroots scene, I think what happens sometimes though is a reverse effect to where if these guys don't got nowhere to go, they kind of negotiate it's a case by case scenario, and a lot of this life is a case by case scenario. That's my firm belief. My firm theory on just society and life, period. All this stuff there's no one answer to this. It's a case by case. But when it comes to booking, these independents on these independent leagues, some guys stick to their guns or some hike up the price because they feel like, yo, I'm the name, I'm doing you a service, throw me a bag.
But what is a name?
You should be lucky. Hold on. And then there's other case too, like with if Smack and those guys aren't giving you money, and if there's doors being closed in those big leagues, it actually sometimes can help the grassroots scene because they come with you with a much more humble state of mind and a much more reasonable price for you to acquire their talent. So it can work both ways for sure.
But my thing is, what is a name though? Like we always say, you would pay a name. Well, you have to define what a name is, because I think too many times it's if I'm lit on Twitter, meaning that if I can go into space and 10 people in there know who I am just because I frequent this space and these are my friends in here and they support my battles, that gives the artist this kind of false impression of what their actual star power, what their actual brand awareness is to the culture, overall. Like I think when you say a name to me is somebody who is going to sell no matter where they go. If they're on a big stage,
that's
if they're in a small room, they're selling. If they're in no people that they're going to be that's a name. If you're not going to be able to sell streams, pay-per-view streams, you're not able to sell tickets, if you're not able to generate a certain number of viewership per battle, I don't think you should be getting these bags like that. I think that
a name doesn't a name doesn't necessarily mean a top tier either. It's to me from the booking side of things, I would say a name, or I would just say an established artist is someone who can establish interest into your card in your league that otherwise wasn't there. That's really key for like a league that's trying to expand and get notoriety. Like I'm bringing you in. Yeah, I'm bringing you in to like help spread awareness to this league, showcase our talent here, of course. The ROI has to fit the building. Like, ideally, in the perfect world, you would want someone that has a reasonable rate that also is going to give you views and have people come because they're on the card. That's like the win-win. Also, is they come and they obviously from a creative standpoint and a business aspect, you want them to come and do a hell of a good job on your platform, right? You want their material to be good, and you want the person that you got them going against to elevate and reach their level so it can be talked about outside of the confines of just your league. So you want that, like I said, you want some outside recognition. and yeah, views. If they can bring some people in the door that actually pays, and everybody, I've dealt with people who wanted a +8, Like, you're not the hottest name known to man. You're just now starting to get a little notoriety, and you're hitting me with like a +8, a +10. Like,
So you want to
nigga,
take paper out of my pocket from the door and your price.
yeah, pretty much. So it's
And
just
you
like,
still
man,
want to be on my card. Yeah, that's not.
yeah. So it's just
But
like shit
I
like
think,
that. So
but
you
the
gotta,
one thing, because I know you asked me specifically about what Smack was talking about, so we broke down like the money aspect, just battle rap in general. But for Smack to say that, like, I'll be honest, when I heard that he made those comments, it was kind of a shock. Not a shock that there's the money's not in battle, because that's obvious. Like, I've been paying attention, behind the scenes. Obviously, I'm in the know with certain things, just having conversations or whatnot, same as you. But to hear Smack say it, like Smack don't really like. He not somebody that really makes, like, you don't really hear Smack say too much on that level like that. Like, when he says something, it's like, okay, he's more one of them people to me where it's like, if I'm speaking on something, it needs to be spoken on. Like, I'm only say this when I really, okay, I have something to say for real. And I think for him to even say that to me, that was different. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of wild. You know what I mean? Because I think even for somebody like him to be able to admit that is like, okay, that took a lot. You know what I'm saying? For him to even be able to, say something like that. So I don't know why people would be saying anything against him. I mean, it just makes sense that, I mean, I'm not in the know on Twitter enough to know what's actually being said, but like, it doesn't make sense to me to act like the money not being here is somehow their fault, or because I know the other narrative with this money era is the app and how the YouTube money not here. But it's like, bro, nobody, no human being that spent years on YouTube racking in paper is going to stay on it. So YouTube is giving you a certain amount of money. Then they say, you know what? We need a new CBA over here at YouTube, man. This ain't cutting it for us. We spending all this paper, these ads and everything. We got to get a little more particular. We got to drop this paper. So now you're not making the same kind of money, and you need that revenue to be able to do what you do as a business. So now you figure, hey, you know what? The only way that I can make that same revenue is if I put this behind a paywall. We have enough people that can support us through this paywall, so we can be able to still give you these events. Yeah, it's going to take away from your awareness of the battlers and the moments and all that. Yeah, it's going to take away from that. But in terms of you wanting these matchups to happen at all, it needed to go to that app. Like, I just don't understand, like, the conversation around the app being bad. It's like, if you're a business and you're losing out on this chunk of paper, and this is I mean, it's logical. Paywalls out there. Content creators have these paywalls for a reason. It makes sense. Yeah. Now, what it calls for is a more creative form of branding and marketing, which would be more so like, oh, this is the top 6 Crucible. You should have a 1-minute video for all these dudes. Hey, I'm such and such, with their highlight clip that they think is their best clip. This is what I want to put out there to the world to see me. I'm from this area, man. You know what I'm saying? I battle rap because of this. Do something like that. Put like a little clip like that out there to help them, to help them. You don't have to put their whole battle out there. Put something like that out there. Okay, an event over, put a little highlight reel out there. Like, it's stuff like that you can do. But to say that it shouldn't be on the app at all, they got to go to YouTube just because these other leagues stayed on YouTube. Like, when URL left YouTube, the views left with them. And if you notice now, it's very difficult to get the kind of views you were getting before the quote-unquote app and COVID era started. Like, if you're not Hitman Holla, Cassidy, or you're not getting millions of views on YouTube. You're barely even cracking 100,000 views on YouTube now. Views ain't there like they used to be. I don't know, man. That's a lot that I think about it, bro. Outrage to me is fake because it's too logical for there to be an actual outrage.
No, that's pretty much a fact. Like, and it's just really hard if you're just a fan, or if you're only a battler. It's hard to see it from the league owner side. Like, that's being a league owner, or just even being a part of the staff helping run this shit. It's a thankless job, dog. It's a thankless job. So nobody's going to see it from your point of view, but people who are in those same positions as you. So I'm gonna just leave it there at that, man. I gotta get out of here. Shout out to Nico for kicking it with us on this episode. I mean, he's a part of the show.
Crazy. This man
But
talked about this like this is the uncut show. This is crazy. I'm not even part of my own show no more. Y'all see
no,
this?
you know, I'm saying it under, I told you I want to bring it up, but under the circumstances, I'm saying I appreciate you joining us.
No, don't bring it up, Negro.
Yeah, I'm chilling. But no, I appreciate Nico's time, man. You got anything you want to let the people know? What you working on? Something? What you doing?
I'm definitely working on content. Elite 8 tournament, Westworld. You know what I'm saying? It's happening March 2nd. So this whole entire month is just a rollout to that. I have content kind of already that I'm editing right now and working on to get out there on my channel. So really just subscribe, Nico TV on YouTube. Get ready to see some content over there. That's really it. I don't really have nothing for real.
Are you gonna be like talking to the participants like on your show at any point?
Yeah, my intention is to try and get content, whether it's watch content or just standard interviews or I'm saying just some stuff like that. I will be ranking. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. So you know what I'm saying? Just turn the notifications on. You'll see the content as it drops. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody. The award show was a major success. Appreciate everybody who supported that. It's still out there with timestamps. Y'all asked for timestamps, so the award show does have timestamps now, so you can.
Oh damn! They asked for time. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they was hitting me up about timestamps, and man, this is 4.5 hours, no timestamps. So I was like, all right. So I went through it, put timestamps on everything, so y'all can go ahead and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
whenever you need
That's
to.
a fair break.
Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
Yeah. I do want to say thanks again for everybody who showed up for the Western Conference Awards. As Nico stated, it's the best turnout for his awards in his how many years have been doing it? 6 years, 7 years?
7.
Yeah, in his 7-year career is the best turnout, the best engagement as far as the the live show. So
I didn't mention it, man, but the end of January, I think it was the 3rd week of January, makes 8 years that I've been doing battle rap media.
Yeah, man, I don't know how you did it. But congrats.
You know how I did. How I made it to 8 years. You're part of the reason why it was 8 years. Don't act like you don't.
I forgot.
Know.
No, yeah, that's a fact. Hey, man, listen, man.
Yeah.
Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me, man. That's you.
Yeah.
But no, as for me, tomorrow pull up. I'm gonna try to get some interviews. There's a trenches tournament on Easy to Block Captains League with 2 of our artists involved, King and Stackboy. King and Stackboy.
Trenches, huh?
Yeah, they're part of the trenches tournament that starts this coming weekend. So I want to. Yeah, it's gonna be on guttercity.com. You can log in and order it. It's kind of like their rap grid version. Pretty simple to sign up and order it. So I'm definitely want to be talking about them and just hey mama, come on mama.
He know he wrong, mama. He know what he did.
Little mama I love mama.
Know what he did.
Love you, mama. So yeah, that's really it for me. Yeah, just got the pull up show tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get some extra content on here. I've been dropping mad vlogs. I've been in my vlog bag recently. Now it hasn't been battle rap. It hasn't been battle rap.
You turned into a Swiftie recently, man. I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Look, man, I fuck with her, bro. I fuck with her.
Top tier Swifties.
Nah, we ain't doing that. So
this is when you get. That's crazy.
This is when you get out of bounds.
All world Swiftie, man. That's wild.
Real shit. Everybody who come across will say she cool, man. So if she cool, then I don't. And then she make hits. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't even know her. I
didn't say anything about it. She definitely make hits. I got some songs I rock with from Miss Swift. But I'm just saying, right now she an op because I'm still hostile about last night.
Oh yeah. We okay.
So until I get past that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but shout out nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out nonetheless. But yeah, go check out all my recent content that's kind of non-battle rap related. I got a lot of YouTube shorts that's doing pretty well, shockingly. So, hey man, just that's it. I'm here. I'm trying to be more active this year. I don't feel like I was active enough last year, so I'm trying to be as more active as possible, especially since the brother is monetized. And me and Nico got to get some paper out of this. All right, so I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. See y'all later. On behalf of Nico TV, the voice of the West, undisputed, I am Ledge. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.